Hello, what's up? Welcome back. So first and foremost, I just wanted to say thank you all so much for helping me get to 1,000 subscribers. This is something I've been working towards for about a year now, so it feels very good to have gotten to that kind of first big threshold on YouTube, and I obviously could not have done that without you guys. So thank you so much to anybody who has subscribed and who continues to come back and watch content from me. It is very much appreciated, and I hope to continue making content that you guys enjoy and want to come back for more. With that being said, I am curious to hear from you guys on what types of content you enjoy best from me. Obviously, I'm going to be continuing to make reseller content, but if there's anything else that you guys are curious about or would think would be fun type of videos, I would love to hear any ideas. At the end of the day, I really want to be creating content that you guys enjoy and that I also enjoy making, but I really want to make sure it's stuff that you guys want to watch. So I'm going to make a breakfast taco. It's pretty much what I eat for breakfast every single morning. It's not pretty much, it is what I eat for breakfast every single morning. I love a good breakfast taco. So I'm gonna make that, make some coffee, and we can chat. How does that sound? Good? So this week has just been a little tough for me mentally, physically. I just haven't felt 100%. I'm currently not at a place with reselling where that is my full entire income enough to cover everything. That's part of why I started a YouTube channel, is for another stream of income. And I also dog sit on Rover. So we'll have up to 2 dogs over at a time. So 3 including Nellie. So sometimes that kind of pulls my energy also, but just the balance of it all can be a little bit tough, and part of that is just me learning to give myself a little grace and actually take days off. So that's something I would like to be better at, is actually taking at least 1 full day off a week where I'm not checking Poshmark, I'm not on YouTube responding to comments or thrifting or photographing or, you know, really anything work related, and just fully taking a day for me. That's something I really struggle with. But yeah, so then sometimes it ends up catching up to me and I just feel like exhausted and a little unmotivated and unexcited about anything. So yeah, that's something that I definitely could do better at, is just like actually taking full days off or not checking anything at all. Because it's easy to just pop onto Poshmark on your phone when you always have your phone and stuff. Hi, Nell. Do you want to say hi? You say hi? Good girl. Okay. Both growing a YouTube channel and growing my reselling business have been harder than I expected, which I feel like is a little silly to have thought either would be easy, but I think it's just a long process of figuring it out as you go, and sometimes whether I'm impatient or I'm just needing to financially be in a better place, it's hard not to just get down on myself with where I'm at, I guess. And that is a big part of the reason that I obviously took on Rover clients and started dog sitting back in, I think, July. Anyways, all that to say, I have a lot of little things going on, and sometimes my energy is just so scattered everywhere that I don't feel like anything is actually getting my full attention and my full best. So kind of working through that and trying to figure out kind of what works best for me, how I can, you know, be at a place where I'm not constantly stressing out and just feeling like I need to be doing something, but just figuring out a good schedule and figuring out what works best for my life and the way things are for me in my circumstances. I don't know if any of this makes sense. I might just be rambling. Delicious. So kind of where I'm at is I need to really hone in on my systems, figure out what's working for me and what's not working for me. Some things that are working for me right now are thrifting 1 day a week for kind of a longer chunk of time, so I'm able to get more stuff, usually at the Goodwill bins to keep my cost of goods low. And I am trying to pick up items that will bring in a little bit of a higher profit and raise my average sale price. So that's something I'm currently working on. But for now, that 1 day a week thrift trip is working well. Filming in advance enough before a video is planned to go live is something I also struggle with. I'm a pretty big procrastinator, so it sometimes ends up being like I'm filming and then editing that same day or the very next day for it to go live. So pretty much what needs to happen in my life is I just need to plan things out better and manage my time a little bit better so I'm not feeling constantly rushed and chaotic, I guess. That's something I've worked through with my therapist, and it's just something I've always really struggled with, is just like not letting things pile up and then become just overwhelming to a point where I don't do any of them because I'm so overwhelmed. So that's also something that I just want to do better at, is planning out my week better and just being okay if not everything gets done, but just at least having a good plan so that I'm set up for success, basically. Things that aren't working for me, I think shipping almost every day isn't really working. I would like to start picking like 2 days a week, maybe Mondays and Thursday or Friday to ship. That way I'm not just doing like little bits and a bunch of different little things every single day, but I have a little bit more of a plan about like, okay, I'm gonna spend like an hour or whatever shipping on these 2 days, and then other days I don't ship. Things like that I think would be helpful. All I know is right now I'm kind of at capacity with dog sitting on Rover, reselling, you know, everything that comes with that, and the thrift stores being 30 minutes to an hour away, the good ones at least. That's another thing that takes time. So potentially sourcing online more is something I should probably start dabbling in. I hate the idea of paying for shipping, which is so silly, but that's like what really deters me the most, is the thought of like buying online, paying for shipping. So I think that's just something I need to get over, because that could really give me some time back. I know a lot of people like to do pallets or boxes. That's not something I'm really interested in right now, maybe someday in the future, but for now I am sticking to thrifting and being really selective with what I pick, especially knowing that a lot of what keeps me motivated is liking the items that I'm selling. So if I just get a box of stuff that I don't know what's in it, or if it's just a bunch of items I don't really like, I could just see that going downhill pretty quick of me like no longer enjoying what I'm doing. So I would really like to try to stick to thrifting. But yeah, I am kind of at capacity with everything reselling related. YouTube, editing all my videos, planning content, filming, while also trying to have a personal life and friendships and a good relationship with my boyfriend and be a good mom to Nelly. You guys get it. You have your own stuff going on. I'm just kind of at a point where like something's got to give, or I've got to figure out exactly what is going to help me be in a good place. I don't make a full-time income and have enough to cover all of my expenses, all of my everything from just reselling. And a lot of that is because I only started a little over a year ago. I was working at a coffee company and I was in a situation where I was like at my wit's end, and there's just a whole lot more that goes on with that. But essentially I was really not in a good place. I needed to leave that environment, and I pretty much took a leap into reselling. I don't totally recommend that. I had to figure it out and, you know, find other streams of income, as well as luckily I have the privilege of a boyfriend who I live with who splits things with me and was there to, you know, help me out on some of the tougher months. And so I know that's a huge privilege. I know not everybody has that type of support, I guess. So really, if you are someone who is considering reselling full-time, I just want to say from my personal experience, make sure you are in a place that you can do that, or be ready to have another stream of income, at least one other stream of income while you are building your business. Because although the profit is always there, like I can buy something for $2 and sell it for $30 and make a good profit. But when you are only making money reselling, you're not only paying for inventory and all your business expenses, but you are also paying to support yourself, which is really tricky. So I think if you have another stream of income, whether it's a part-time job or a full-time job, while you're building your reselling business, I think that is definitely smartest. And learn from my mistakes. I really jumped into things and I was not at a place where my business was making enough money. It still isn't to fully support me. So that's just a learning curve, and luckily I had support. I was able to find other streams of income. At some point YouTube will be another stream of income, and I'm just trying to figure it out as I go. But anytime I hear someone say that they want to start reselling full-time when they just started reselling, I am not here to give advice, but from my experience, it's a lot harder and it's been a little tough on my mental health. So just be patient. I wasn't patient, and I don't want to say I'm paying for it because I've seen growth in my business over this past year, like a lot of growth, but I'm still not at that place. So just imagine where I was a year ago, really not in that place. So yeah. All right, while I keep putting inventory away, we can chat a little bit more. This is one of those things that gets put on the back burner when things are busy in my business. I just get really behind on putting away inventory, and then my office gets very messy. And let me just show you guys my office, because it's pretty small. So when it gets messy in here, it feels very claustrophobic. So yeah, that's kind of the setup we've got going on right now. Putting away my inventory in these buckets. That's where I store all my pants and jeans and stuff. But yeah, so it definitely gets a little bit backed up in here sometimes when I'm not on my putting away inventory game. It's by far the lowest on the totem pole of things I need to get done. So yeah, but when it does not get done, I can feel it. I feel stressed. Let's see, I'm trying to think of any updates reseller wise. I'm really considering stopping selling on Depop. I think I need to narrow down the number of platforms I'm selling on, mainly just because I don't know that the time it takes me to cross-list items from Poshmark over to 3 other platforms is even worth it based on the amount of sales that I make on those other platforms. Poshmark is definitely where I sell the most, and then eBay, then Mercari, and then Depop. So I think I might just stop selling on Depop. I want to stop selling on Mercari, but I know it's not the smartest idea because I do make some sales over there. And I think Mercari is only growing, so I don't want to stop selling on Mercari, but I'm considering being done on Depop. I don't know, I gotta think about it. But I like the idea of just selling on like 2 platforms or 3 max. I think it makes it easier just to focus on those. And I tend to fall behind on taking down items from my other sites when it sells on one site and then remembering to take it down on all the others. So anyways, that's where I'm at. Another thing is that the vision I have for my reselling business is not to take it huge where I have like 1,000+ items in my inventory. I always have wanted to keep it kind of smaller, right around 300 items. So with that being said, I don't know that it could on its own be totally enough to support me unless I can get to a higher average sale price. But kind of my whole thing is I obviously spend time working on my YouTube channel. Eventually when I am monetized on YouTube, I've reached the 1,000 subscribers, but I'm not quite there on my watch hours. I have like 900 more watch hours to go. So eventually when I am monetized there, it'll feel a little bit more even split between my time working on YouTube and my time on my reselling business. So that's kind of always been my intention, is to make money from both and not solely rely on my reselling business, and obviously not solely rely on YouTube, especially because I'm not making money on it yet. So definitely can't do that. If you are following me or subscribed to my channel and you are wanting like full-time tips and how to you know, really grow your business. I don't have all of those tips, but what I can offer is my honest view at where I'm at and just what's working for me, what's not working for me. I do have some good advice and I will continue to share that with you guys. Specifically on Poshmark, I do think I have a pretty good amount of knowledge on Poshmark. Let me know down below if you guys are full-time, if you're part-time as far as reselling goes, or if you only sell for fun, or if you don't resell but you just for some reason enjoy my videos. Let me know where you guys are coming from, kind of where you're at. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna call it with filming today. I've got a little bit more inventory to put away, and then I just need to put my head down and get some listing done. Let me know down below if you guys have any questions for me. I really want to film a Q&A sometime in the next week or two. So if you have any questions at all, reselling related, Poshmark related, Rover related, or personal stuff, let me know down below so I can kind of conduct a little Q&A. If you guys don't have any questions, that's okay too. No pressure at all. But if I do get enough questions, then I will definitely film a Q&A, probably on the couch with Nelly type of a vibe. So it'll be cozy and very nice. So anyways, I probably will see you guys next in a thrift haul, and then either the Q&A or another thrift haul look back. So definitely be on the lookout. I hope you guys have a really good rest of your day. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.